You're watching the Gielinor Evening News. We are reporting live from Draenor Village as a state of emergency has been called. The Guardians of the Rift have failed to close the Abyssal Scar. Abyssal Guardians are running completely amok. Anarchy reigns in the streets. Wait, I think I see one of the adventurers who guard the rift now. Sir, Gielinor News. What do you think went wrong to cause such a failure? Ironmen. It's all Ironmen's fault. It's always Ironmen. What did they do specifically? Just exist. Everything that is wrong with the world can be put at their feet. They're just not playing the game right. They have no clue what they're doing. I think I see an Iron Man here. Sir, care to talk about the Guardians of the Rift failing to do their jobs? I have no clue what's going on. I keep forgetting to bring the batteries. The cells that power the barrier that the invaders broke through. Yeah, they're like quadruple A batteries or something, like big, heavy boys. I forgot those, and I forgot to put them in at the start. See, every Iron Man is exactly like this. Okay, well now that can't be right. Well, it is sad to hear what's gone wrong, but most importantly now is that all our viewers stay safe and be with their families. Yeah, if they still have them. My wife left me for an Iron Man she saw doing birdhouse runs 3 years ago. I urge all viewers to stay off the streets right now. These aliens are on the prowl and there has been intense looting. Yeah, it's just horrific. It's heartbreaking to see. These local businesses are a cornerstone to the community and you hate to see them destroyed. I'm sorry, who are you again? I'm Scramph, and I'm making a new character on RuneScape, but not allowing myself access to the wiki or any informative plugins. The only wiki pages I can view will be 5 random ones. I will then have to encounter them in-game before I can generate a new one. And unlock the wiki one page at a time. I'm Scramph, and this is RuneScape, Wiki Locked. On the last episode of Wiki Locked, we braved the Vegas of RuneScape, the wilderness, a lawless land where everyone dreams of making it big and coming out on top. We did not come out on top. We were killed often and easily, but with a disciplined plan of bringing 3 bones at a time to the Chaos Altar, till I got bored and decided to bring a bunch more one time, we were able to get our prayer level to 43 and get Protect from melee. We're completely able to Pope-mobile ourselves from any damage. And yes, I keep bringing up Pope-mobile jokes because they no longer want to call that bubbly little Pope car a Pope-mobile. Sorry, Haas, that's a Pope-mobile, baby. Now, no shades or anyone but YouTube commenters can hurt us, and we were able to complete the Silver Key Purple wiki page we rolled. After some long grinds, I was hoping we can get some easy pages after that. Fate and randomness have different ideas, I guess, because we got the Taste of Hope wiki page. Not the quest, the book. I usually hate it when books get turned into quests. The book is always better, but for some reason we have to complete the Taste of Hope quest before we can even get this cookbook. We have to partially complete a master level quest, Sins of the Father, just to get this blood cookbook. So all the pages we have to do are going to take some work for yours truly. The crate part, Taste of Hope, and Charlie the Cook are all quest based, so we'll need to do some big questing. The Portal Nexus requires 72 construction, which requires tons of money, so for that we need to get some good jobs. And then there's the page to kill Corp 50 times. I think I can handle it right now, but for some reason people are saying this is a hard one. So I guess we'll wait on that one. Speaking of books turned into quests, we completed Romeo and Juliet for some hearty quest points, did a quest so we could adopt cats, adopted a cat, did some quests so we can craft some runes, immediately lost the cat in the abyss, and unlocked Guardians of the Rift to crank out as many runes as possible. Our cat returned to us, and reunited we went to the moon and completed Lost City. So a pretty big episode in my book, but we still got quite a lot to do. Starting with grinding out Guardians of the Rift, to get some runes to teleport for quests, and get our magic up. Let's not let the horrific events of a few minutes ago happen again, and make a good impression for our fellow Ironmen in the minigame. Geez, there needs to be some team bonding activities for Guardians of the Rift. There's a lot of animosity going on. I feel like this ledge is the perfect spot for Trust Falls. I'm just chilling at the Earth Altar and find a lost bag. I don't see any name tags on it or anything. So unless anyone says it's theirs, I'm just gonna pocket this, thank you. See, I told you all that Corp is nothing. There he is right now. Look how puny he is. Come on, Johnny Idaho, sick him. So actually, Johnny Idaho can't do that because he ran away for real this time. I was starting to get into the zone for the minigame and forgot to bring fish for this round. I thought I had more time. He ran away to get food on his own. He always was an independent one. And he'll have a very easy time finding fish at the bottom of the ocean. I'm pretty bad with money. I forgot that I pawned my rune pickaxe to make some short-term gains, so I've just been using an iron axe this whole time, which is pretty embarrassing at 65 mining. So let's upgrade to the adamant one for now. If all goes right, once we have high-level alchemy, we'll be drowning in coin and can go back to rune. So I just have a lot of time to think while I'm going on all these skilling grinds, and as I'm hopping into all these different planes, I'm just curious, which one of these altars would be the best one to live in? So let's talk about it. At the bottom, we have body runes. The body dimension makes me uncomfortable. Everybody says they want to live in the Osmosis Jones world of the human body until they see the reality that it's a fleshy asylum rune. The fire altar is actively on fire, so that's going to come in just above the flesh asylum. This is too many of our current present. If anyone is watching from Los Angeles, I hope you're doing okay. I'm thinking of you, and more than that, I'm trying to help. I've specifically donated to the Anti-Recidivism Coalition. If you put in Firefighter Fund in the notes, it will go to a scholarship fund for the incarcerated youth that are on the front lines fighting the LA fires. Which is crazy, teens should be spending all their time playing RuneScape, not being the first line of defense against apocalyptic forest fires. The Chaos Zone stresses me out quite a bit. It's a labyrinth of rickety wooden bridges to nowhere, which has to be annoying to go back and forth on when you're just trying to go to the grocery store. The Earth Altar is just a cave, and while I love hibernating indoors, the main difference between me and bears is that I love being on the computer, and I think it may be difficult to get connection however deep underground this altar is. The air altar seems nice though, but it reminds me of every suburban American sprawling area. It seems idyllic now, but wait until the air HOA comes to tell you about how your lawn is 2 inches too high. The cosmic altar is a similar void to chaos, but is better just for the fact that it reminds me of Space Mountain. The water altar seems lovely and tranquil. I'd be happy with a home that looked out on the water here. I mean, it would be nicer with some sand and beaches by the water, but hey, benders can't be choosers. So at the top, we have the mind altar. It's basically another indoor situation like the Earth altar, but I think here, there'd be Wi-Fi. And I think I'd be home right here in the mind dimension, because people always say I'm stuck in my own head anyway. We need to get quite a bit of quests done, starting with the prerequisites for Heroes Quest. And one of those is the big free-to-play quest, Dragon Slayer 1. To accept our quest, we need to go to RuneScape's most elite club that I know of so far, the Champions Guild. You need 32 quest points to get through the door. You just need to chat the doorman's ear off with tons of stories before they know you're the real deal. And then, like I said the magic words with the sword. And you're not gonna believe it. What? The freaking demon, came out! No way. With our fun quest stories in tow, we kick open the Champions Guild door and are greeted by the greeter. Wait, does he say hi to you every time? No way, he does.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
How do I know you sell rune armor? Well, there's rune armor everywhere. One is on sale. We have to complete an epic quest in order to be able to buy his product, which is a Nathan for You promotion if I've ever seen one. It's like those really intense challenges for giveaways, like the competitions where people have to keep a hand on a pickup truck for the longest amount of time. A competition we RuneScape players would excel at. Then there are the far more sinister ones, like the Hold Your Wii for a Wii campaign that the radio station KDND held, where contestants had to drink as much water as possible without peeing in order to obtain a Nintendo Wii, and ended in the death of a woman due to water intoxication. You know, I think I'm getting over Johnny Idaho. Let's buy another cat. How about we call you Cigarette? Hi, Cigarette. There are two kinds of cat names, I feel like proper names like Johnny Idaho or Sir Wallace, and then there's Cigarette. So this is Cigarette. We make sure we have some fish for him this time. We get a much harder job than others to slay the Dragon of Crandor. That blows. That guy over there just had to successfully take care of a cat. Which also, damn, feels targeted. He also tells me how truly screwed I am. We're up against an undefeated dragon. This dragon has decimated an entire thriving city-state. We have to get to the ruins of Crandor by finding the map, which has been broken into 3 pieces by the surviving wizard, and then get a ship that can go to the island, and then get the anti-dragon equipment. So let's get started then. Hey, Santa's stray little helper here is trying to attack Cigarette. Get away from him! I've never done this before. I can't believe I have to shoo him away. To find the first map piece, we have to listen to a classic oracle riddle. Oracles and riddles are like peanut butter and jelly. This one seems like a little better news than the oracle classics like you're gonna kill your dad and sleep with your mom. The map's behind the door below, but entering is rather tough. This is what you need to know. you must use the following stuff. First, a drink used by a mage, then some worm string changed to sheet, then a small crustacean cage, last a bowl that's not seen heat. Well, it seems this oracle has corporate sponsors because the first item on that list is definitely the coldest beer you'll get outside of the frozen elemental plane, the Wizard Mind Bomb, only at the Falador Inn for 3 coins. Well, we buy that, see the other wizard patrons enjoying the cold eldritch taste. Worm string changed to sheet. I don't immediately know. I feel a little bit silly about that. The only other string I know is wool, but I'm pretty sure that comes from sheep and whatever that thing is. Small crustacean cage is a lobster cage. Bowl that's not seen heat could either be a bowl haircut that hasn't seen any action or an unfired clay bowl, so I will assume the latter. We go to the Goblin Village. After surviving an attack from the ultimate evil dragon, one of the wizards died at the hands of goblins, starter enemies. We're looking for a worm brain specifically. I don't see him here, so we talk to the generals. Damn, it looks like the pig's got worm brain. They're holding him in the Port Sarim Penitentiary. On our way, we pick up a lobster cage at their local Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. Wormbrain's locked up for following the truth that property doesn't belong to anybody. Okay, and he's also arrested for being a part of the home invasion that led to the wizard's death, so I mean, not as harmless. He's offering a price of 10,000 gold for the map piece, which, I mean, we conveniently have on us. So there we go. Done. That's much easier than finding out what Wormstring is. Oh, wait, Wormbrain. Let me rip out your brain. Maybe I can turn that into a sheet. Old Ned, the rope guy, is the only man brave enough to take us to Crandor. He's gonna come out of retirement for this one last trip. And if there's anything I know about that trope in media, it means things are gonna go fine. We need to buy a boat. Any used one off Craigslist will do great. We do find a seller who will part for it for cheap, but it's 2,000 coins, which is 1/5 of a prison guard bribe I just paid. Wormbrain, can I have my money back, please? Wormbrain, can you at least let me take a piece of your brain for that much money? Oh dang, now the pigs are after me for fraternizing with the inmates. I get arrested, and to break out, all I have to do is solve a preschool shape puzzle. Why did I pay Wormbrain 10k if it was that easy? So we're looking for another wizard, Melzar. They said it was north of Remington. Is the makeover mage Melzar? I don't think so. I don't get any answers about the map. But I can buy this really cool amulet for only 100 coins. No, Scramph. You've already sent so much of your money irresponsibly and have to save up to buy the ship. The last thing you should do is... I bought it. We find Melzar's maze, and I don't know, I was expecting some like wacky actual maze, not some rat-infested abandoned building. Let's start looking for clues. I'm examining every item I can. There's a lot of wardrobes filled with dead rats. Every time I open a wardrobe, dead rat. It's like...
I don't know what I expected.
I kill some rats, but don't get anything. This painting is looking at me. Maybe it's a secret door? No? More dead rats. This is like a wellness check themed escape room. I'm supposed to kill the zombie rats. They drop a red key that gets me through the door. Now these wardrobes have these items with numbers carved in. Is that supposed to mean anything? The game literally says they don't. Okay, maybe I should stop checking those. Get up to the next floor and there are new colored doors and new monsters to kill and they drop a key. This is not an escape room or really a puzzle. It's just a horror movie's villain lair if it was like 60% complete. It keeps on going, the monsters keep on coming, then there's some quirky magician, and then a lesser demon at the end. And we don't even have any prayer points to protect from melee with. I try to do a safe spot thing, and it doesn't work. Well, let's take it from the start. I want to get off Melzar's maddening maze. Do it all over again. Oh, the mad magician is literally Melzar. I mean, that tracks. Every single thing about this apartment screams someone who is not doing well. Maybe he's had trouble selling? I think I saw this house on RuneScape House Hunters. Anne, a general store assistant, and Dan, a Champions Guild greeter, are looking for a new home, and their budget is somehow 1 million GP. Let's see what they think about the places they've toured. So the mansion in Remington. I love that it was right next to my job. I wasn't thrilled about all the zombie rats. 3 dozen wardrobes stuffed full of dead rats was definitely alarming though. But think of all the storage. I did put closets as one of my musts. And there was a big basement for my man cave. We just had to get the madman and the demon out of there. Maybe let's go with the haunted house on the coast of Lumbridge instead. They had so many closets. Fighting the demon is way easier with Protect from Melee, who would have thunk it. We complete the maze and get another map piece. We make it to the victory room. I wonder what are in these wardrobes. Oh, more piles of dead rats. I don't know what I was expecting. We hear more and more about how this dragon was so devastating and dangerous from the Duke of Lumbridge. Wild to be doing all this for the opportunity to purchase something. But we continue on and get the anti-dragon shield. Okay, it came to me. I think I figured out what the worm string turned sheet is. It's silk, right? I mean, it has to be. I feel like a dingus it took that long. I can't look it up on the OSRS wiki, but I can use the real Wikipedia. Silk is mainly produced by the larvae of insects undergoing complete metamorphosis, but some insects, such as web spinners and raspy crickets, produce silk throughout their lives. Silk production also occurs in Hymenoptera, bees, wasps, and ants, silverfish, caddisflies, mayflies, thrips, leafhoppers, beetles, lacewings, fleas, flies, and midges. Okay, so I don't see worms here, but I mean, it has to be silk. Buy some silk. To make some quick cash so we can buy our boat, we take a magic carpet flight to Palvanich, then catch a connecting carpet to Narda to go to the Agility Pyramid. Outside of the quiz show random event, the Agility Pyramid might be the most game show activity there is in the game. It's just the aggro crag from Guts meets the cultural sensitivity of Legends of the Hidden Temple. There can't be a real replenishing artifact on top of that rocks course. It's about as real as when Legends of the Hidden Temple claimed they had Harriet Tubman's walking stick on an actual episode of the show in their Mayan-themed agility course. Allegedly, Harriet Tubman was running the Underground Railroad through the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. We get enough to get our prize. Scramp, show 'em what we've won. Earned enough money to buy 10 broken down boats. We mine some clay up by the Elite Champions Guild, go ghost mode and turn it into some bowls. I make 4 of these pinch pots just to be safe. I go back up to the Frozen Oracle to see if they were specific at all about where the door is. The doors below. Try to look around for all the trapdoors that are on the mountain. I know there are some trapdoors here. I feel like, where the hell are they? Oh no, that's Great Wolf Lodge Mountain or whatever's right down the road. They look very similar. Then where is the door? Maybe if you lay the items at the Oracle's feet, that'll do something? No. I think the nearest underground entrance is the Dwarven Mines. Maybe it'll be there? We're looking for a suspicious magical door. Oh. Yeah, that's gotta be it. We get in, and even in the note that this last member of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Map leads for us, really lets us know that Elvarg was just the absolute worst. She left endless suffering, and even in this post-mortem note, the wizard is giving us a chance to turn back, to give up and not go on our quest to kill the dragon. Dang, nobody believes in us and that we can get this good deal on armor. We assemble the map, stock up on fish for this big fight. Oh, and Cigarette is hungry, gotta make sure he has fish. Oh, well maybe not, he's grown up right before our eyes, it can now hunt for himself. I'm glad he wasn't doing that in Melzar's Mouse Corp maze, he would have gotten so sick. We make our Craigslist deal in the boat parking lot, cash only of course. We own a boat! Let's get our old grumpy captain and set sail. Never mind, he says it's a piece of shit. He's not wrong. We fix it up. Tell old Ned we're ready to go. The only thing this boat needs before it hits the open sea is a name. Time to go back to classics. Time to honor our feline friend out in the vast seas. Say hi to the SS Idaho. Oh, that's a real ship. We begin our journey, and the last job before retirement curse hits immediately. We are attacked from the sky by Elvarg, and the ship catches on fire and crashes into the shore. No sign of Ned, we head into the volcano. Now that I think about it, we did roll Elvarg's ex last time. Maybe she's just dealing with this breakup in a less than healthy way, which is so fair. Maybe there's a way to de-escalate this. Or it might just be a fight to the death. I think it's a fight to the death. Well then, time for the epic battle. I don't know if Dragon's Breath is considered magic or melee or range. It looks like none of them are working. But it isn't going too bad. And we do it! We collect the head and bring it back to Oziak to complete the quest and wear our new rune plate body with pride. Wait, it's 80k? That's 40 boats worth. Before we get back into rune crafting then, let's get something we can afford. Another cat. Even though the 100 coins doesn't take into account any of the vet visits or emergency surgery for when Cigarette eats a rotten mouse in a fucked up escape room. Oh, we can't get it? Even though Cigarette is grown? Let me in. Let me in. Back to Guardians of the Rift, it looks like they've developed a trust game. And our rune tote bags have started to degrade. They're not powerful at all. These Saradomin interns won't help me. I figured I could trade some pearls for a repair, but I guess not. Let me tell you this, a Trader Joe's tote bag would be able to hold a fragile, compact arcane source way better than these rune pouches. The Zamorak intern that's holding the world from collapsing also has to do bag repairs, which is classic corporate management. Why not throw another task onto the overworked underlings? Level 44, Nature Runes unlocked. And Nature Altar is coming in at the #1 altar to live in. What a whimsical forest. This really feels like a place where you could live inside a little mushroom, which I don't know about you, but that is an active dream of mine. I really can't see this getting topped. I don't know how future altar unlocks like death and blood are going to be more appealing than this. We're really getting into the Guardian groove now. I get it. I feel the rhythm of the game. I don't have the minigame plugin, but I can just sort of feel when the special portal will open up and I can mine the complete fragments. I decide to usually stop going back and forth between catalytic and elemental points and just spend one game focusing on one of the two types. So let's put the runes of our labor to use and get our magic back up. We're looking for level 55 magic to cast high level alchemy. So we get a fire staff from Zafs, and now I think I'm ready to learn from the wise Port Sarim seagulls. The trick is that you have to wear armor, so your magic is so low you miss. Alright, wise bird, I've trained and learned, and I am finally ready to learn your ways. No, what? Why must I keep killing these beautiful birds? Well, our next best option is to start a crab boil down at the Margarita Fossil Island buffet. Oh, shoot. Someone that watched me blast that bird actually had a tip on how to do it. I don't know how I missed it. Guess I need to put on some green dehyde van braces and it'll work. Well, actually, I don't know how to get those, so more buffet it is. But thank you, kind stranger. We run out of runes and start using the back of our staff as a crab cracker. I know I said we wouldn't spend any more money on runes, but we still have quite a bit of mine runes, so I should just buy some air runes to finish off the fire strikes. We buy in bulk 1,500 to match our mine runes and get back to it. I got the recipe wrong. It's 2 air runes per mined rune. So one more Wizard Costco run, I swear, that's it. But then that's not enough to get us to 55. So we're back guarding some more rifts. We reach into the portal that allows us into the backroom storage of the Fantasy Costco and take quite a lot of runes. 142 law runes? Okay, who needs 54 rune crafting? That should be good for quite a bit of questing. With our second big haul of homemade runes, we get 55 magic. We can cast high level alchemy. It's time to dump all of our valuable items on the Wizard Dark Web. Just combing through all the junk I've acquired and seeing which one would make me a profit on Wizard's Craigslist. Looking for quite a bit of money, rune armor starts at 80k, so we have to comb through our possessions to look for anything we can sell. Don't worry, this is usually the behavior of someone that's doing just fine financially and mentally. Our final cart we upload to the eBay plane has some adamant bars, some of our mother's jewelry, classic thing to pawn, some loose weapons and staffs we stole from the undead storage lockers in Morton, classic resell items, and we make about 18k from that. A bit underwhelming for all the time I spent training magic, but it wasn't just about this, it's about all the future things we can upload to the cash dimension. Back to the only reliable place you can make a living these days, agility-based game show courses. We sell the artifacts to the totally not legitimate Simon Templeton, but this is fine, this is a totally not real artifact. It's spray painted styrofoam so it looks good on TV. Oh shit, the owner of the lost bag is looking for it. What do we say? I'll keep a lookout. It looks like the one on your back. Take it off, take it off. Just deny it, just deny it, just deny it. Okay, I think we're in the clear. We go back to moonlighting as a part-time priest grave robber in Morton and get a gold key. Oh, our money troubles are over. I'm sure they have some high-value stuff for us to pawn. Look at this fancy gilded interior. This is where the richest souls are set to rest. This is Nicolas Cage purchasing a mausoleum in New Orleans money. 1,700 coins, that's it? That's fine, I guess. Back to the Nickelodeon Desert Studios. Speaking of hustles, this Shantae Pass is quite an interesting hustle to create and enforce your own toll gate. According to Shantae himself, the toll prevents outlaws from getting out of the desert and keeps the inexperienced from going in. Maybe he's keeping the outlaws in. There's nothing really stopping anyone from walking into the desert to die, except for 5 gold coins and the, "Are you sure you want to do this?" It's like when silica gel packets say, "Do not eat." Sure. Telling me that that isn't delicious? Silica gel. Get more prizes, win more money. We have 80k. We've made it. It's time for our big purchase. Construction training. Trust me, this is going to be way more worth it than getting rune armor. I'm good with money, I swear. Home renovation is not cheap. It does not happen instantly like all these HD TV shows. Okay, well in RuneScape it does kind of happen instantly, but it's not cheap. We have to purchase these rooms that magically appear, so we buy a kitchen and then a dining room. In the book Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell claims that the key to expertise is to practice something for 10,000 hours. I have some qualms with the theory. I've been living for longer than 10,000 hours and I feel like I suck at it, but I would love to put him in front of an old Dell computer and RuneLite for 10,000 hours and see if that changes his hypothesis. Skilling in game does reflect this idea though, it's just doing the same thing over and over again. So we're just going to be building wood furniture until we suddenly can understand how to build a portal. Don't knock it, after all that time woodworking, Nick Offerman made a portal to Pawnee. We're running low on funds at 31 construction, back to the side hustles. Morton. Still haven't figured out the prayer flick BPM. I've literally bought a metronome, put it beside my computer, and have started to test BPMs, and I still don't got it. We get tons of corpse keys, make some okay money. Ooh, a room helmet. Our first piece of rune armor, so we can pawn our old Addy one. Ugh, and a book. Boo, nobody buys books. Some scroll falls out so we can make tree bark armor. I don't know what this is, and I don't think it'll make me money. We get another gold key. Maybe this one has our golden ticket. 688 coins and some logs we can't use? We've made about 23k, not bad, but also definitely not our best. I'm done, I have to clock in at another one of my jobs. We're also on the staff in Karen to fight the Wintertodt, our first real high-paying job, so let's go back there. Please be aware that the Wintertodt has been modified. Please consult the old school RuneScape wiki. Wow, this feels targeted. Well, it's just time to feel out what has changed, I guess. Okay, well, This heat thing feels new for sure. I think I figured it out. How to regain heat is interesting. If we can't use the RuneScape wiki, we can use the real wiki. So according to James Prescott Joule, the amount of mechanical work generated by friction needed to raise the temperature of 1 pound of water by 1 degree Fahrenheit, the consistent value of 778.24 foot-pound force. Our current loadout is at 6 kilograms, which is kind of unbelievable. We have a coffin filled with corpses on our back, but it converts to 13.277 pounds. Human bodies are around 60% water. Let's say that RuneScape characters are only at 50% because they only need to drink when they're out in the desert climbing the aggro crag. So let's say then we have to double the force required to heat up the water inside our bodies. I'm no scientist, but the science must check out because I said so. So to raise the heat bar at all by 1 degree, 1%, we need to multiply 778.24 by 13.277 times 2, which is 20,665.38 foot-pound force. Convert that to things I understand more. Calories, that is 6.69. Nice. On average, we burn 100 calories per mile ran, so roughly running for 4 minutes should get us to heat up a degree, or, I think standing by the fire also warms us up. Let's just do that. Even more devastating, they've gotten rid of our HelloFresh, no sponsor, thank you, supply crates. They've put all the rewards on a card that we can grab thank you gifts from. No, it's exactly the same thing, except more manageable for Ultimate Ironmen, but dang, end of an era. They're still giving out classic HelloFresh ingredients, frozen raw fish, some seeds, and around 3k coins. It's not bad. But I still feel like it's not as good as my Legends of the Hidden Pyramid salary. And we get to 100k from that. Time to make some more beautiful dining tables. And once we perfected that, onto oak larders. There are a few things I'm really grateful for from my pre-Wiki Locked days, like that there are safe spottable dragons in the Souls Isle dungeon, and that for some reason oak larders are good for construction. I don't even know what a larder is, I've never asked. I never used one after I built it. So a larder is a cool area for storing food prior to use. Originally, it was where raw meat was larded, covered in fat to be preserved. By the 18th century, the term had expanded. At that point, a dry larder was where bread, pastry, milk, butter, or cooked meats were stored. Larders were commonplace in houses before the widespread use of the refrigerator. Oh cool, so we make medieval fridges for quite some bit of time until we get to 37 construction. We are more than halfway to our goal of 72 construction for the portal nexus. Huh? What's this? My advisor is telling me that that's not how levels work at all in RuneScape? We're not even close? The worst is still ahead? Well, that wasn't the only reason I got our construction to level 37. After spending $120K to get there and a $30K deposit to buy the room, I can finally present to you a pet room. I'm going to officially name it the Johnny Idaho Memorial, not because he's dead, just because I miss him, Animal Sanctuary. And who said I was bad with my money and time? See you next time. On the next episode of Wiki Locked, come on down to the Johnny Idaho Memorial, not because he's dead, just because I miss him, Animal Sanctuary. We only have one animal so far, so it's been hard to make this commercial. So if you donate now, maybe we can adopt more animals to make a better commercial. What's that banging on my door? Oh my god, some more cute animals have arrived. Look at all these cute fellows that have just showed up. There's some sort of dog, I think? We're looking for some good homes for them. So please call 1-800-JOHNNY-IDAHO-MEMORIAL, not because he's dead. Ow, stop biting! Thanks for watching. If you want to donate to a real charity and not the bit one I just did, again, here's the link to the Anti-Recidivism Coalition. I'm not going to plug donating my Patreon. Donate to any of the other links instead of me, please. But I would love to thank the members of the Lumbridge Community Pool for making these videos possible. Thank you, Crumple. Thanks, Chud. Thank you, Hepta. Thank you, Temi. Thank you, Gavarin. Thanks, Hildebilda. Thank you, Sokudon. Thanks, Tarantino Q. Thank you, Motho, Monty, Mario, and Mary Mars. Thank you, Other Fire Angel. Thank you, Tiki Mug. Thanks, Octopada. And thank you, Pasta Man. Thank you, Doomcat, Galaxy Dork, Maximus, Ninja00283, Matt, Connor, Birche, Lil Zos, Chuck Quizmo, Jillybean, Murgatroyd99, Knowledge, Goopdaroop, Dinky Smecker, Ava, Mibbles, Poop Chimp, Sky Dreamer, Veep, Nako, and Jimmy Dory. See you real soon.